You know, we run into that all the time, whether it's, you know, I caught them doing this in practice. And, you know, it's the first day of the tournament. And, you know, whatever I was doing in practice, it's not working at this point, whether it's the pressure, whether it's the weather, whether it's the water's flowing different. There's, you know, the fish are always changing, and you got to know when to change with them. You know, obviously we're not always going to make the right changes at the right times, but that's what I want to talk to you a little bit about. So, like I said, you know, the way I practiced for this event was the weather. I knew more than likely the fish were not going to come to the bank, which actually they did wind up because the weather got a little more sun and a little bit warmer than the weather was predicting. So they actually did move. So, but backing up, the way I practiced was basically strictly shell bars. With that cold weather, to me, that was the safest way to have a good event and, you know, to get some good points, get a good check, and have a good finish. And so that I went all in on that. I didn't fish shallow more than an hour in practice. And, you know, day one, I start out, I catch a couple fish, then I pull up on a shell bar, and I caught a big bag, a really good bag, almost 19 pounds. Had a couple more opportunities at some big fish that I lost. And fast forward to day two, the fish are not there. They're not biting. But in my mind, I knew that I was going to pull up on one shell bar at the right time and I was going to catch them. But I didn't. That's when I should have done what I'm talking about is change up what I was doing. Because the sun was out, it was getting warmer. The first day of the event, I was wearing thermals, rain gear, down jacket. You know, it was cold most of the day. The second day, all that come off really quick. So that should have told me, and it actually did tell me, I was just scared to do it at the time, to go to the bank. And a lot of guys caught them on the bank that day. So yesterday, what I did, I ran the shell bars that I was fishing. I did it a lot quicker, didn't catch any fish, and I'm sitting there trying to decide where I want to go fish shallow, because I know I want to go fish shallow where these fish have pulled up to spawn. And I'm just fishing a shell bar that I knew the fish were on a day ago. Where did they go spawn? So I'm looking around. There's one small section of pads, and there's a small section of pads. Those fish had to go to those pads. Since they left here, they're going to spawn, they're going to go there. I went to them. I immediately started catching fish. You know, not a lot of big ones, but I got a 4.5 and a decent limit. I run that out. I run to another area of pads that was close to the shell bars that I was fishing that had fish on them the day before, and I catch them. I run to another section of pads that was close to shell bars, and I catch them. So basically, I know these fish are moving. Where are they going? What are they going to do?
Bass U, folks. Information is pouring over. If you want to learn more about every lake, how to fish shallow, deep, in between, skipping docks and rocks and cranking, slow wiggling, chatter, smattering, you get it at Bass U. Get on Bass U TV, check it out, sign up, be a member, be part of it, folks. Keep learning.